Welcome back to another episode of On a Mission. I'm your host, Dr. Wendy Norfleet with Norfleet Integrated Solutions, and it is my pleasure to have with me today Dr. Melissa Chester with Black Educators Rock Incorporated. Welcome, Melissa.
Thank you so much, Dr. Wendy.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. You know, obviously doctor, you have your PhD, so tell us a little bit about you.
So in my first life, I was a college professor for a few moons. I taught on the collegiate level at several universities, Florida State University, Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. I taught at Grambling State University as well. I taught for a little short stint here at UNF and at Southern New Hampshire University online. I think that was my least favorite. I actually transitioned out of teaching on the collegiate level in 2016 and got into real estate. So I own my own real estate brokerage, so I do that, as well as I'm the Economic Development and Program Officer for LISC Jacksonville. Those are the things that pay me.
It's always important to get paid.
Yes,
and now, what do you do that's your passion? Because obviously this coming up is your passion.
The passion, yes, is Black Educators Rock. So I am the co-founder and CEO of a national nonprofit, which started from a Facebook group. We actually have 150,000 Black educators in our Facebook group, which grew to that number in less than 90 days.
Oh, wow.
And so that is why we said, you know what, we need to start a nonprofit and do more. And we started having professional development conferences.
Okay, wow. So you have an event coming up. So tell me a little bit about that so people can learn about it. And, you know, even if they unfortunately miss this time, they'll know about it for next time.
Yes. So like I said, we started from a Facebook group. We were birthed in July of 2015 with the Facebook group. Nonprofit, January of 2016. The group decided they wanted to do a conference the same year. Who does that as a nonprofit? No money, no anything.
I work with nonprofit clients, and some of them have done that. And, you know, as long as they don't expect too much and want to go overboard, it can happen.
Well, they expected a lot. It was me and 4 other people, hence they're not with me anymore, but they voted me down. I was like, a conference? So we had our first conference July of 2016. Like you said, they had big numbers. They thought 150,000 in the Facebook group. We're going to have tens of thousands at the conference.
It don't work like that. I can tell you, I have several conferences, so it doesn't work like that.
It did not work like that. So we put on our labor of love, our first one, in July of 2016. We did 16 in Orlando, 17 in Orlando, 18 we did in Jacksonville, Florida. 19 we went to Charlotte, North Carolina. We went virtual for the next 3 years. COVID got us a little lazy. And then folks said it's time to come back face to face. So here we are back in Jacksonville, Florida this summer, July 13th through the 16th, which I'm super excited about. Such a big program we have lined up.
I would imagine 4 days.
4 days, starting on Thursday, and we're starting with the community day. It's the first time we're involving the babies. And so we're going to have children from K through 7, kindergarten through 7. They're going to come to the hotel, and they're going to have their own little mini conference. It's going to be based on literacy and math. So we're going to have some authors who are going to have interactive reading sessions. They're going to have fun with something called the Math Party. It's learning and movement. And then they're going to get to watch a short film, a short anime film that was created by a Black new anime artist. And then we're going to let them get a book from an author.
Oh, that is awesome. And so then the conference, I guess, for the adults starts
on Friday.
Got it. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So where is it at? I know it's in Jacksonville, but where?
It is at the South Bank Hotel, 1515 Prudential Drive. Used to be the Lexington Chart House for people that don't know.
I know. That hotel has changed so many times. The Chart House is the only thing that stays the same. The hotel changes.
You know, the Chart House, I'm like, okay, that hotel. So we'll be there. I love that space. It's a very good conference space. We were at the DoubleTree last time, so we moved over to the South Bank. And we're going to be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're kicking off with a mixer on Thursday night. Friday morning, we're starting with a general session, and we'll have round tables, panel discussions, breakout sessions. We have educators coming from all across the country, Dr. Wendy, to support our efforts. It's the only way we're able to do it. Because we keep the conference very low, because educators don't make a lot of money. They don't make any money during the summer, most of them, and so the conference is very low. And we're able to do that because a lot of our featured speakers and keynotes, they come for free.
You know, isn't that a blessing? I have a technology conference. This is my 10th year. We're doing a 10th year anniversary. And it's always been held here except for the 3 years that we did virtual. But we are able to do, and we gave quite a few scholarships. We gave, I think, 10 of them last year. Wow. But it's because we're able to keep it low, and it hasn't been over $100 because of sponsors. And all our speakers, we don't pay our speakers or anything. They all do it as a labor of love.
Same, a labor of love. And so it's for Black educators. And people are always like, it's just Black educators? Well, no, Black educators and those teaching Black children.
Right.
So I tell people often, you're Hispanic, you're Asian, you're white, you're teaching in an urban core area, you're teaching Title IX students, you're teaching Black babies. You too are a Black educator that rocks. You need to come and get tools and resources on how to deal with them and how to be culturally relevant.
Right. Oh, wow, that is so important. My sister and I, we were just talking about my nephew, one of his teachers, we are positive she doesn't know how to work with African, and they don't live in a predominantly African-American neighborhood. And so we were saying that she just doesn't know how to deal with them.
And, and that's so important. We have to understand that. And so our conference, we focus on, and you know how everyone says the achievement gap. There's this great achievement gap, and we know that Black children, we're last when it comes to the achievement gap. But there is no achievement gap. There's an attitude gap. And so we're about closing that attitude gap as it relates to the educator, the student, and the community, because in turn, the achievement gap will also shrink.
Okay. And so one more time before we go, please, Dr. Melissa, let us know what's the name of the conference one more time and where it's at.
So it's called the ROC Conference. Black Educators Rock is the organization. It's called the ROC Conference. This is our 8th annual conference. We are hosting it at 1515 Prudential Drive here in Jacksonville, Florida. We have, again, a ton of speakers. And I got to give some of them a shout out because I just would be wrong if I didn't. So shout out Principal Kafele, Dr. Marcus Jackson, Principal Sean Hurt, Dr. Chika Akua, L. Kobe DeWiz, Coach Carlos Johnson, Dr. Dennis McKesey, who is his own entity. He's bringing about 5 or 10 of his own presenters and speakers with OSG, and there are a ton of others. And so they are the ones that make it happen. It is happening Friday through Sunday for the adults at the Lexington, and then on Thursday, again, we're hosting Communities in Schools is the organization that we're hosting.
Okay.
And it's 600 of them.
Oh, wow.
I forgot to mention that. There'll be 600 kids at the hotel.
Okay. And you know what? I did not teach K through 12 for a reason.
Ditto.
I don't think I can deal with 600.
Ditto.
Okay.
I tell people I'm not K-12.
Yeah, me neither. I tell some people
higher ed.
Yeah,
for a reason.
Yeah.
So I have some organizers, Dr. Jerome Mosley and Tracy Oliver, who are in the K-12 system.
So they can handle that.
They're gonna do that part, and so we're super excited for the babies.
All right. Well, thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you come on and share this information. And for anyone who cannot make it, it will be next year, right?
It'll be next year. You can visit us on our website, ROC Conference, ROCK, rockconference.org, 833-BER-ROCK. And guys, we're always looking for sponsors and donors all year round.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us today. This ROC Conference sounds wonderful. Please check it out, and we'll see you next time on Buzz TV.